Well, I just hope I can remember what to say, that's all.
Nothing to remember. Your name, your plea. That's it.
I suppose I can manage that.
Of course you can. Just relax. Let me do the talking. That's what I'm paid for.
You see, that's very easy for you to say, John, isn't it, eh? If things go wrong for me...
Now, Mr. McDonald, I had a similar case last year.
Yeah, you told me.
Well, it's the same deal. Strong mitigating circumstances, a willing confession. If everything goes to plan, we should be looking at a similar result.
So you reckon 12 months?
I do. Now, nothing is ever certain, but that's my professional opinion. 12 months. 3 months off for time already served.
Right then. Let's hope that your man on the bench agrees with you, eh?
Yeah.
That's the thing, you see. You've got to get in early to get the good seats. What about you? Do you know anybody here?
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to see justice done.
Oh, aren't we all? But by all accounts, this Quigley was no angel. Just another one of those druggies, apparently.
No, he wasn't. Gerald was my boy. My son. And that McDonald killed him.
You're right.
I'll just be glad when this is over.
There he is.
Oh my God. Jim.
Are you James McDonald?
Yes.
The particulars of the offence are that you, James McDonald, on the 9th day of September 2000, did unlawfully kill Gerald Francis Quigley. How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Well, the facts of the case are simple. The defendant set out from the hospital with one aim in mind: to find Gerald Quigley and retaliate for his son's beating. The defendant set about the victim with such violence that he later died of his injuries. If I may refer your lordship to the pathologist's report. These injuries included a punctured lung, caused by a broken rib, and a ruptured spleen. Clearly not the result of a heavy-handed clip round the ear, but a sustained and vicious attack. Furthermore, after the attack, Mr. MacDonald showed no remorse. He made no attempt to seek medical assistance from Mr. Quigley. Indeed, he simply walked away. Now, whilst the prosecution accepts that you may not have intended to kill the victim, it was nevertheless a violent and unlawful assault, the consequences of which were fatal. In other words, manslaughter.
Blimey, I won't want to do that again. I couldn't stop my hands from shaking.
You did all right. You said some nice stuff.
Yeah, just hope it helps.
Yes, Mr. Harris. Thank you, my lord. My lord, it is out of the question that my client is a cold-blooded killer. If that were the case, we'd be proceeding with a charge of murder. Now, whilst no one would condone the defendant's behavior, it is impossible to ignore that he acted in this way as a father. One can only imagine the emotional turmoil that Jim MacDonald felt when he saw his son lying in that hospital bed. His son, Stephen, himself the victim of a vicious attack. Beaten, bleeding, broken. Gerald Quigley's death marked a tragic end to an already gruesome series of events. My lord, it is evident that the defendant showed the deepest remorse for his actions. Indeed, going openly and willingly to the police to give himself up. For these reasons, I would ask the court for the utmost leniency, because whatever sentence it imposes on Jim McDonald pales in comparison to the shame and the remorse he has inflicted upon himself.
If it's change you're after, not from you. Look, I know this is a bit strange, but I just want you to know that I understand what you're going through. I mean, at the end of the day, we've both lost our sons to drugs.
No, I didn't. I lost my son because he was persecuted. Persecuted by people who didn't give him a chance. So I hope you can live with yourself.
I'm sorry.
So you should be. Because without people like you, my son would still be alive.
Do you want another cuppa?
No thanks, I'm jittery enough as it is. You've just got to try and relax. There's nothing you can do. How long's it going to take? The judge has been out an hour already.
Mum, that's probably a good thing.
And how do you work that out?
Because it means he's probably looking at the whole picture, not making a snap decision.
Well, I should hope not.
Here we go.
You'd all like to take your seats. The judge has reached his verdict.
The defence put forward a most convincing and indeed emotive argument regarding the circumstances surrounding this unfortunate crime, Mr. MacDonald. Your willing confession to the police has been duly noted. However, the fact remains, you took a young man's life, and for that, there can be no excuse. Whatever the mitigating circumstances or your apparent remorse, manslaughter is a most serious crime, and I have no option but to sentence accordingly.
What are you saying?
Mum, it's all right. Just sit down.
Liz, it's all right.
By your violent assault on Gerald Quigley, you are guilty of taking the law into your own hands. And in a civilized society, this type of vigilantism can simply not be tolerated. James MacDonald, the sentence of the court is that you will go to prison for 8 years.
No. No, you can't.
8 years? He should get life for what he's done. He killed my son!
You can't!
I don't believe this. 8 years.
Silence! Take the prisoner down.
Jim. No, please. No, no, no! I didn't get much chance to talk to your barrister yesterday, but, well, to be honest, even if I had, I don't think I could have taken anything else in. But from what I can gather, you might be able to appeal. Do you know anything about that?
Well, if I don't, it'll not be because I've had no advice. See, most people in here, they're experts, so they are, especially when it comes to their own appeals.
Is it something we should try?
No, you try if you want to, I'm not bothered. But I do have something to say.
What?
Well, a couple of days ago, what would you call it now? We went through a mockery of a ceremony.
Well, I hope we did a bit more than that.
You're not getting it, are you, Elizabeth? You see, when you marry somebody, you promise to look after them. I can't keep that promise. Not when I'm banged up in here. I can't even be with you.
But you will be.
Well, in 4 years' time, if I'm lucky. And what kind of a state do you think I'm going to be in then? What kind of a man am I going to be after 4 years banged up with this lot? And what is it they say about consummating a marriage? You get my drift? So, why don't we forget it? You're free. You can go and do whatever you want. Me? Well, I suppose I'm free to just carry on doing what I'm doing. So what I'm saying is, let's just call it a day, eh?
Is that what you really want?
Yes. Of course it's not what I really want. I want to be on the outside with you, making a life. But the reality is, Elizabeth, that that's not going to happen.
The reality is we're married.
You call this being married? Hmm? We can't even live together. We see each other once a month in here. Nah, it's not married to me, that.
But we got married knowing that this might happen.
I beg your pardon?
Well, yeah, we knew you'd have some kind of sentence to serve, and that I'd have to visit, and wait, and write. Hey, other people do it and they manage, so can we.
Yes, other people manage because they have to manage. And by the way, they're miserable as sin while they're managing.
We'll be different.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah, I do. But only if you believe that I'm your wife and you're my husband. Never mind about consummating. We did loads of that the first time around. I'm your wife. And I want to be for the rest of my life.